Holidays are coming. So, while you're lounging by your fireplace, just drinking eggnog or just cozying up in your blanket, enjoying your holidays, do you ever wonder how many people are reading your holiday greetings?
Oh my God, I do all the time.
And that's how the idea for this demo started. So we decided to track how many people are reading our holiday messages and ignoring them, as opposed to people who are not reading them and not replying either ways. So welcome to Take5. I'm Siri Cherukuri, a customer engineer here at Google.
My name is Lilena. I'm also a customer engineer here at Google. And we're going to take you through our solution.
Yeah. To start off with, we'll show you the architecture diagram to show you on a high level what components are involved in building this solution using Google Cloud Platform. One of the things that you need to use is Google Cloud Storage. That's where you'd put in the pixel, the transparent pixel that you download from Google. And then there's a load balancer to make sure all the requests are served and nothing's getting lost. You would basically track all the hits that the load balancer is getting and put them in BigQuery using a monitoring solution called Stackdriver. Diving into the console to actually show you how to set this up, the first step is to download a transparent pixel from Google and put that in a storage bucket. You go into storage on Google Cloud Platform, and then you create a bucket. I've already created this for you, so I'm just going to walk you through the steps of how to do it. Give it a name, and then when you hit create, it'll ask you to upload content on it, and that's when you put in the image file. One thing that you need to make sure while doing this is that make sure you make this this checkbox is checked. It's unchecked by default. You definitely need the image to be publicly available. The second step is to create the load balancer. It's as simple as just clicking on Create Load Balancer, starting configuration on HTTP load balancing. And the only thing you need to configure here is the backend configuration. You give it a name first, and then do the backend configuration by adding backend buckets. And that's about it. And yes.
Okay, and now we just want to track all that's happening there. So we want to track how many requests our load balancer is getting. For that, we're going to create an export in our login solution in Stackdriver. As you can see, I have already a couple of exports defined here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the logs have a lot of information of everything that's happening inside my project, but I just want to narrow it down to my load balancer. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to convert this to an advanced filter, and I'm going to define my filter. So in this case, I'm interested in the resource type HTTP load balancer, and I want to make sure that I'm getting specifically the one that Siri just defined. So make sure you change your name over here. And then if I submit filter, I can see all the requests that my load balancer is getting. But obviously, this is not the easiest way to create it. We want to export that into BigQuery. So for that, we're just going to create an export. We're going to give it a sync name, and we're going to select BigQuery as destination. It asks you for the data set that you have previously defined. In this case, GCP pixel tracking, and you just create the sync. I have already done it here, so I have all that information logging into this request table. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to send Siri and the rest of my team a Christmas card that I just created. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure they read it. So for that, I'm going to insert my pixel here. And as you can see, I'm just uploading a photo from a URL. And in this case, the URL consists of the IP address to my load balancer, the name of the pixel that Siri inputted into the storage bucket. And then the cool thing is that we can define as many parameters as we want, and that's going to also be logged in BigQuery. So in this case, I'm just going to make sure that I'm tracking the holiday edition of my email. So I'm going to insert that. As you can see, nothing is seen here, so they're not going to know that I'm tracking their visits, and I'm going to send that. So now I'm going to wait and see if Siri actually reads her email and reads her Christmas card.
Wow, so much pressure to check my email. Hold on. All right, I did it.
She did it. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure over here that she did it. If I run my query now, I'll see. All right, yeah, there's 2 people that have read my Christmas card already. Yay!
There you go. That's how simple it is. Now, this is not just limited to email tracking. Let's say you have a website that does not have Google Analytics on it, and you just want simple analytics in terms of how many users are visiting certain pages on my website or my homepage and things like that. You could definitely make use of this solution. And the best part is it's completely serverless, right? All you need to do is spin up a Google Cloud Platform free trial, and then you can set this up in, like, how long did it take us? 15 minutes?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Pretty much.